Hello class, my name is Eric Abshire. I'm going to be your instructor today and share with you how to cook a piece of salmon in 10 minutes or less with 5 ingredients. This is a good quick meal that you can make for people in college on the go, people with jobs working a lot during the day. They come in the evening, they want to make a quick meal. It's a good, healthy, nutritious meal. 5 ingredients for salmon itself. I've got a thawed out fillet here, and that's one thing I want to point out is you need to make sure that it's thawed out totally before you put it in hot oil. We have olive oil, salt, pepper, and lemon for garnish. The first thing we want to do before we get going is go ahead and put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the skillet. We're going to turn it on about medium high or so and let it warm up a little bit. While that's heating up, I'm going to take, and we're going to do this, we're going to season the skin side first.
Okay, I have a question.
What's that?
Can you cook salmon with out the skin, or is it something that you have to cook the skin with?
That's a great question. You can cook it either way. It's a personal preference. Some people like the skin. They like the looks of the skin whenever it's finished. Some people don't like the texture or the way the skin tastes, so they can take it and cut it off with a fillet knife before they cook it. You can actually cook it with the skin, and then it becomes kind of brittle. You can just pull it off after you cook it as well. So there's a couple of different ways.
Okay.
We're going to leave the skin on for today's purpose, just to show you how it's done. We season it with salt and pepper. We got our oil heating up. We season that side. We're going to cook skin side first, and then whenever we start cooking it, we're going to season the other side. So I think our oil's about hot enough. You're going to take and kind of swash your oil around the skillet a little bit. Take the fillet, lay it on there. You can hear it so you know that it's cooking. It should only take about 2 or 3 minutes. This is a fairly thin fillet of fish, so it should only take about 2 or 3 minutes to cook on one side. Yes.
Sorry. Why do you cook it skin down?
Good question. You cook it skin down because you only want to flip it one time, and when that side is cooked and you flip it, you're finished with that side, and it helps the plateable appearance whenever you put it on a plate to serve it. It helps it look better. It's a nice kind of a semi-crisp skin on the top. It's just kind of for looks.
And do you season this side as well?
That's another good point. You take, now that it's down, while it's cooking, you take and add a little bit of salt and pepper on this side. Now, having said that, you can season it with whatever you want. Salt and pepper is just a good, easy way, a couple ingredients, just to get it done fast. So that's cooking. Justin, you want to come on up here real quick? I'm going to show you something. You see how it's turning white right here along the edge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that means that it's almost ready to flip. Whenever you see a white line underneath the skin, then it's showing that it's about ready to flip. So salmon only takes a couple minutes per side. Okay? All right. So we're going to move this around a little bit, make sure it's not sticking. When you're using a non-stick skillet, make sure you use a utensil that won't scratch it. I've messed up in the past and messed up skillets with a metal utensil. Use something like plastic. This is turning white, so we're going to go ahead and flip that. We've already seasoned that side. And we're going to go ahead and cook it for another 2 or 3 minutes on this side. While that's cooking for the 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to garnish this with lemon whenever we're finished. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up a couple of pieces of lemon. I'm going to cut off the ends. We really don't want those. So all you need to do is cut a couple of pieces of lemon. Now some people will cut it in quarters, halves, whatever. We're going to cut these in half. That way you can take and it's easy to squirt lemon juice on the fish itself. Gives it a little bit of an extra flavor. So this is getting near finished. Move it around a little bit more. Salmon is a fish that it's not really going to turn all the way white, but the pink from being raw when you see it is going to turn kind of to a duller pink when it's finished, and it'll get a little bit more of a tougher texture instead of that raw texture that you have to tear it. So this is about finished. So what we're going to do is go ahead and turn our skillet off. Finish it off just for a minute. We're going to take it out. Remember, we didn't want to flip it twice. We'll move our skillet out of the way. We'll put it on our plate. We're going to take a little bit of garnish. The first piece of lemon, what we're going to do is just take and squirt a little bit of lemon on it. It gives it a little bit of extra flavor. And then however you want to plate this on your plate, you can garnish it however you like. And then you have a piece of cooked salmon that took less than 10 minutes basically to fix.
And what can you serve this with?
Oh, you can serve this with anything. You can serve it with a rice pilaf, you can serve it with broccoli, you can serve it with some type of potato, mashed potato, anything like that. It's a good healthy meal that doesn't take long and it's very easy to cook. Any other questions?
Yes, I know a lot of people eat salmon raw. How would you know for sure that you cook this like all the way through?
It's
like,
a texture thing.
It's just the texture?
It's a texture and it's a color.
Just the color?
Some
okay.
fish, it'll turn from like a clear translucent to a white. You know it's finished when it's white. Plus, it gets a little bit tougher. If it's raw, it's kind of like, and you'll learn this as you start cooking it, you can kind of have to tear it. As it cooks, it gets to where it flakes off.
Will it make you sick if you?
It can make you sick.
Okay.
Everything's always recommended to cook thoroughly.
You could probably use a meat thermometer as well.
You can use a meat thermometer if you have one. That's a great point. You can use a meat thermometer, set it for fish, seafood, and it'll give you the exact temperature that it needs to be. Good points. Anything else? Thank you very much.